Today we'll talk about a fairly new array method that is less often found to answers of certain questions on Stack Overflow. That array method is called includes, and includes is very straightforward. If you say here array.includes, all this guy takes in is basically what you are searching for, right? You basically ask, does it include this thing? So you can, for example, pass in 7 in this case, and our array here has the element 7 is going to return true. And I'm going to just console log this result so that we have the result right in front of us. And if I try to run this, you'll notice I get true, of course. And if I change this to an 8, it makes sense that I will get false. Now this guy also takes in a second parameter that is from where to start searching, right? You can tell it, okay, well, start from the middle of the array, right? We can say let's start from the index 2, for example. And we can specify here, for example, the element 7. And that's not gonna return true because we're starting from here, right? So that will actually return false, right? But if we change this to a 1, it's going to start from here. It's actually going to return true. Now this method can also be found on strings as well. And I'm covering it here because it works exactly the same way, right? So if we have here, for example, a string today is a nice day, actually kind of is. And if we pass in here includes, let's say, nice, if we try to run this, you'll notice I get true. And if I, for example, say nice C, it's going to give us false. Another kind of gotcha to this function is that it's case sensitive. So if I say, for example, today, right, I have today here, so it's going to, well, guess what, return true. But if I change this to a lowercase t, you'll notice I get false, right? So this is case sensitive and also takes in the second parameter as we've discussed previously. Now, since the function is actually very simple, let's take a look at performance a little bit. So here I have a benchmark of all the methods you can search an element inside an array, right? So here I have an array of 10 elements, and we're searching using our includes method, using the sum method, right? Using the find method, which you can check up top, by the way. I have made a video on that, and using the old indexOf method, which actually is there since at least ES5, I think. So what are the results? Well, basically, this is much better than these two, right? So whenever you're passing a lambda, it's about 4 to 8 times slower, right? And indexOf is also marginally better by about, I don't know, by I think 0.09%. So that's a very small amount for better readability, because if you remember, with indexOf you get -1 if you don't find the number. So you're gonna have to actually check if the number is -1 that you got here. Now the includes array method is actually only found in ES 2016. So the questions that I was referring to in Stack Overflow is those that were asking how to find an element and how to check if an element exists. And most of them actually respond with indexOf. But nowadays there's a better response to this, and that is the includes method. Since it's marginally better or marginally slower than the indexOf, I think it's preferred to use this instead. And that's about it with the includes method. I hope you got something out of this video. Leave the questions in the comments below or on our Discord server. And well, see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.